Hello, Grand Canyon world. The latest stats for the Grand Canyon follow-up lottery have been posted. Happened last week on Thursday, and boy, these statistics are devastating to the to the 1,021 people who lost. And of course, congratulations to the 7 folks who won. I hope you have a great Grand Canyon trips, all of you. So, of course, we had 7 standard size permits, and the July 9th date had the most applications, listing it at 745. And of course, the February 6th date only had 14 applications. And it looks like the applications that won had mostly 5 chances, which is what we've seen before, but we got 1, 2 in there and no ones. So everyone had weight in this lottery that won. Just looking at how these numbers stack up against the rest of 2018's follow-up lotteries, this one had the lowest win rate, followed closely by the lottery preceding this, 11/1/2018. We're looking at a win rate of less than 1% and a loss rate of over 99. So, of course, the best was the main lottery, the February 2nd lottery, where you only had, January 2nd, 2018 lottery. You only had 97 applications for 10 days. So yeah, this one was a doozy. Median win rates right at 4%. Median loss rates right at 95. Averages are at 2 and 98 for wins and losses. Looking at the actual data, if we take the average of everyone who applied, their points they had, which is 4.43 points, and we divide that by the total chances for all applications for that date, convert it to a percent, we can get a pretty good representation of what the odds of winning for each date were. And the best odds, of course, were for that first date, which was less than just around 2 weeks out, January 25th to February 2nd. So the odds there would be 11%. And if you had a max of 16 permit party, your odds are actually over 200%. So pretty good for the folks who are networked and permit partying at that logical, what I would call a logical max, right? You could have a permit party of 1,000 people, but then you can only bring 16. Right, or the winner of the lottery could only bring 16, and then the rest of the folks, almost 1,000, right, 1,000 minus 16, wouldn't be able to go. So there's where that theoretical limit goes. And anyone with 1 point had very low odds in every one of the dates, right? The other thing I think that's important to note is look at the low percentages when you look at the max odds from every date in April, the 3 dates in April, and the 2 dates in July. 5.47%, 4.51%, 4.52%, 2.9%, and 2.84%. So that just, again, what are these numbers showing? This is a really tough lottery to win. This is why you lost. Most of the people watching this who applied to this lottery, you had a lot of competition. And, one thing I've been thinking a lot about lately is how, you look at this allocation the park has between private and commercial permits, and the non-commercial permits we have this data that's showing this huge demand and this very low supply. And because you only have to pay, if you apply for the lottery, $25 to apply for the lottery, and then $100 if you win the lottery, so $125 max for that permit, in contrast to a commercial permit where it's just baked into the cost of the commercial trip. It's really hard to compare the demand, right? The other thing to think about is if a commercial entity has were to have this same level of demand, we don't know because the data is not public, but let's just say they did, they would have a big incentive to increase their prices to lower the demand, right? Or use price, so that the idea is, the more people who want to go on, well, you just increase your price till that number drops lower and you maximize your profits, right? There'd be a big incentive there. So just something, additional I've been thinking about lately. So that's it. This is a pretty short overview for this one. Feel free to check my math or make a copy of this spreadsheet. You can go to File, Make a Copy. I'll link it in the video, or leave me comments and feedback. This is my representation of this data is meant to be a benefit to the community and really follow the scientific method of analyzing the data in a consistent framework that follows standard agreed upon statistical norms. So if you're into this type of data analysis and want to help contribute, please let me know. All right. Thanks, everyone. Talk to you later.